Namaste. Welcome to Zeel's Astrology, your go-to channel for all things Vedic astrology. Well, Saturn is currently retrograde in the sign of Aquarius in Purva Bhadrapad Nakshatra, and on October 3, Saturn in retrograde motion will change its nakshatra and enter Shatabhisha Nakshatra from Purva Bhadrapad. And Saturn will remain in Shatabhisha until November 15, 2024. After this, Saturn will turn direct in Shatabhisha and enter Purva Bhadrapad Nakshatra on December 27, 2024. There's something quite interesting about this transit of Saturn through Shatabhisha Nakshatra, and I will explain this later in the video. But before that, I would like to request that you first listen to the detailed explanation of this transit and then move on to the ascendant wise analysis. This will give you a deeper understanding of how this transit may impact your life. Now, what is Shatabhisha Nakshatra? Shatabhisha falls within the sign of Aquarius, covering 6 degrees 40 minutes to 20 degrees in Aquarius. Shatabhisha is often referred to as the heart of Aquarius. The word Shatabhisha literally means 100 physicians, but it signifies much more than just healers. The 100 physicians also represents 100 stars. Shatabhisha forms a circle, a boundary within which these 100 stars reside. A circle can symbolize many things in life: the cycle of life and death, the cycle of creation or changing seasons. It reflects the idea of change and renewal. So things change but also comes back again. The primary deity of Shatabhisha Nakshatra is Lord Varun, the god of water and oceans. Hence, this nakshatra is strongly connected with liquids, whether beneficial or harmful. The ruling planet of Shatabhisha is Rahu. Suspicion is also a key trait of this nakshatra, and due to the influence of Rahu, Shatabhisha can be quite broad-minded and have an expansive vision on the positive side. However, on the negative side, it can make you prone to intoxication, insensitivity, or other such similar vulnerabilities. Earlier in the video, I mentioned something interesting happening with Saturn's transit through Shatabhisha Nakshatra. And it is Saturn and Rahu are currently exchanging nakshatras. How? Well, Saturn is transiting Shatabhisha, which is ruled by Rahu, while Rahu is transiting Pisces in Uttar Bhadrapad Nakshatra, which is ruled by Saturn. This creates a powerful exchange between the two. So both are exchanging nakshatras, both are equally powerful, as Saturn is transiting its own sign that also in a retro motion until November 15. And Rahu is always retrograde, so both will try to influence each other with full power. It's almost like a planetary war between them, with each trying to impact the other's energy. I have already explained retrograde Saturn in detail in my previous video titled General Analysis on Retrograde Saturn in Aquarius. You can check that video later on to get a deeper insight into what retrogression means and how Saturn behaves in this state. A link to that video is in the description box, and you may also see the thumbnail somewhere here on the screen. And before diving deeper into this topic, I would want to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to everyone who has liked and subscribed to this channel. Your support truly makes a difference. If you are new here, I would be grateful if you could subscribe, like, and share these videos with your friends and family, helping me to spread the knowledge of astrology. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you are always up to date with our latest content. For personal consultation, feel free to email me. My contact details are in the description box below, and you may also find it here on the screen. But now both Saturn and Rahu are considered the greatest Mayavis, that is, illusion creators in astrology. But how is the Maya, illusion of Saturn Rahu, different from one another? To explain this, let me give an example from Indian mythology. Before I share this example, I would like to clarify that this example serves only to illustrate how Saturn and Rahu work together, and it should not be taken as a prediction of what will happen to everyone. Each of us has our own unique journey shaped by the karma we have accumulated, and the results of those actions whether good or bad unfold either in this lifetime or future ones. The universe operates in its own time and we must trust that process. I humbly ask that my words are not misunderstood or misrepresented, as they are shared with the intent to provide guidance and clarity. Ravan, one of the most hated villains in Indian mythology. Ravan did many bad karmas. Ravan committed many bad karmas and lived in an illusion, believing that he was the greatest of all, the special one, and that no one could ever be like him. His illusions and power kept on growing and growing, reaching their peak, and suddenly he fell down. He was killed by Sri Ram and he fell from top to bottom. All his ego, illusions, power, everything was gone in a second. This is how Saturn and Rahu function when someone is entirely focused on the materialistic plane in a negative way. Together, Saturn and Rahu take a person to the peak of their ego, illusions, and power, providing them with all the necessary tools to reach to the top. But unlike Saturn, Rahu has no limits. But when it comes to Saturn, it works differently. While Saturn also creates Maya and illusions, simultaneously it will also provide you warnings, not once but multiple times. Saturn offers multiple chances, asking, are you sure you want to continue on this wrong path? Do you want to stay in the illusions, or will you take a step back, reflect, and choose a more grounded spiritual path? The choice is always up to the individual. Even Ravan received many warnings and attempts to guide him back to the right path, but he still chose to follow Rahu. So, what did Saturn do? Saturn said, okay, if you wish to follow Rahu, go ahead, I will give you everything you need, but only until I permit it. Once Ravan reached the peak, Saturn brought him crashing down to reality. Both Ravan and Ram were equally powerful. But while Ravan, full of ego, flew high in the direction of adharma, that is unrighteousness, Sri Ram, on the other hand, was always humble and walked the path of dharma. That's why the Maya, the illusions of Rahu and Saturn, could never touch Sri Ram. Now, coming back to the Nakshatra and exchange between Saturn and Rahu, this can create a lot of illusions, especially those who have moon in Aquarius or moon in Pisces. Or this may lead you to overconfidence depending on your personal chart and your karmas. Many people may find confusion in making decisions. On the positive side, this exchange can broaden your visions, making you more open minded and creative. It's a particularly favorable time for advancement in technology, such as AI and machine learning, and a good period for both mental and physical healing. However, remember that Satabhisha is known as the circle of 100 healers, which means that you must choose your healer or doctor wisely. You have to choose only one. Combined 100 or picking too many can lead to chaos. This time is also highly beneficial for those working in social media, entertainment industry, or any creative industries. It's an excellent time for professionals in pharmaceutical industries, aeronautical, astronomical, or secretive fields, as well as fictional writers, doctors, surgeons, and scientists. Satabhisha even supports those involved in meditation and spiritual practices, making it an ideal period for deep meditation. On the other hand, there's a potential for misinformation to spread in the market, leading to cheating. The dispositor of Rahu, that is Jupiter, is currently transiting in the sign of Taurus, which may increase materialistic tendencies. Some people can blindly run after acquiring wealth, again, depending on your personal chart. It can make people lazy, seeking shortcuts, unethical means to get what they desire. Financial frauds may increase. Spying of one person on the other or spying of one country on the other country will also increase. Geopolitical changes are possible during this time frame. Waterborne and airborne diseases may increase during this time. Intoxications like alcohol, drugs, drug use, or use of any such intoxicating things will also increase during this time. However, still many things will be under control until Sun is in the sign of Virgo. Once Sun moves out of Virgo and enters Libra on October 17, we will begin to experience the full impact of this transit. And once Saturn becomes direct and enters Purva Bhadrapad at the end of December, people will start experiencing the results of the karmas that they have performed during this transit. And do not forget to share your experiences regarding the transit in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. Who will be the most affected by this transit? Those with moon in Pisces or moon in Aquarius will be more affected on a mental level. Individuals running Saturn, Rahu or Jupiter Mahadasha, Antardasha or Pratyanta Dasha will also feel the impact strongly. Pisces and Aquarius ascendants or those with prominent planets in these signs, those with prominent planets in Shatabhisha or Uttar Bhadrapad Nakshatra are likely to experience significant results of this transit. Scorpio is another sign heavily impacted as it will be aspected by three retrograde planets: Saturn, number one Saturn, Jupiter, which turns retrograde on October 9, and Rahu, which is always retrograde. Major events, either positive or negative, will take place wherever Scorpio falls in your chart, depending on your personal chart, especially a Scorpio ascendant. Coming to the remedial part, I always say that there is only one force capable of controlling Maya, the illusions created by both Saturn and Rahu, and that is Mayapati, Lord Mahavishnu. Chanting Sudarshan Kavach, Narayan Kavach, Vishnu Sahasranam or simple mantra Shri Krishna Sharnam Mama, which means, O Lord, my beloved Krishna, I surrender to you. Take me under your shelter. श्री कृष्ण, मैं आपकी शरण में आया हूँ, मेरा समर्पण स्वीकार करे. Offering your surrender to Lord Shri Krishna can cut through the illusions and bring you peace. Remember, stay grounded and trust in your inner strength. You have the power to navigate through this, and the guidance of divine energy is always there to support you. Keep faith and let spirituality be your anchor. So let's dive into quick ascendant wise analysis for how this Retro-Saturn and Rahu Nakshatra exchange will impact each sign. Aries ascendant. For Aries, this exchange happens in your 11th and 12th house. It's a positive time for monetary gains, but expenditures will rise simultaneously. So it's important to keep a close check on your spending, especially avoiding unnecessary purchases. And try to donate some part of your earnings to the needy so that you do not lose your money in a negative way and use it for a good cause. Pay special attention to your health as potential health issues could surface, particularly when Sun enters Libra. Hidden health concerns may be revealed, so be prepared to address them promptly. Additionally, your relationship with friends and elder siblings might experience fluctuations. Be mindful of how you communicate both in public and at your workplace. So be very wise in your communication. Miscommunication can easily occur during this time, leading to misunderstandings, and that's why being mindful of how you express yourself, particularly in public and at work, will help prevent unnecessary conflicts. Aries natives should wisely invest in stock market. Additionally, you should refrain from any type of intoxication during this transit. Indulging in such activities could result in adverse effects on your health, on your relationships and decision making skills. Taurus ascendant. For Taurus natives, this exchange happens in your 10th and 11th house. New career opportunities are on cards for many Taurus ascendants. Even potential financial gains are possible as well. This is an excellent time for those involved in IT sector or advanced technologies like AI and machine learning. However, be cautious as there may be conflicts with with higher authorities at your workplace. And as I always say for Taurus natives, Be cautious of financial frauds and cheatings, and expect a heavy workload in your profession. Gemini Ascendants. For Gemini natives, this exchange happens in your 9th and 10th house. The luck which was not favoring you until now may favor you because of this exchange. A good time for those who want to travel abroad, a good time for meditation and spirituality, which can provide grounding during this busy phase. However, be cautious with your relationship with your father as it could face challenges. Try to avoid arguments, especially with higher authorities or colleagues at work. It's essential not to resort to unethical means to advance in your career. Cancer Ascendants. For Cancer natives, this exchange happens in your 8th and 9th house. This period calls for caution regarding your health, as this transit may increase some of your health issues, especially chronic diseases. If the transit turns negative in your chart, there is a risk of choosing unethical paths in various aspects of life. So it's essential to stay on the right track and make ethical decisions. Expect some ups and downs in your relationship with your father, which may also affect his health. Be harmonious and nurturing to your interactions with him. On a positive note, this transit is beneficial for spiritual growth and exploration. So make the most of this opportunity for inner reflection. Leo Ascendants. For Leo natives, this transit happens in your 7th and 8th house. This indicates potential ups and downs in your marital relationships and business partnerships. Your spouse may experience health challenges, so it's important to be attentive and supportive during this time. Additionally, focus on your health as well to handle any ups and downs during this transit. Be ethical in your business practices and be cautious of frauds and cheatings in your business, as this time may trigger such events. However, there are also prospects for new advancements in your business endeavors, so stay focused and proactive. Take care of your health issues as well. Virgo Ascendants. For Virgo natives, this transit happens in your 6th and 7th house. Marital issues can be a cause of concern for many Virgo natives, so try to be humble and compassionate with your spouse as much as possible. There could also be health concerns for your spouse during this time. If you are preparing for competitive exams, this is a favorable period. You might face an increase in challenges from enemies, but ultimately, you will overcome them. Additionally, be mindful of your own health, as you may experience some issues. Expect a heavy workload in your profession and daily life. For Libra Ascendants, this transit happens in your 5th and 6th house. There may be issues with conceiving child, and if you are already pregnant, then it's important to take care of your health during this period. It's a good time for competitive exams. During this time, it's crucial to pay close attention to the health and well-being of both your children and yourself, as you may encounter some health challenges that need to be addressed promptly. Additionally, this is a positive period for those considering adopting a child or bringing a pet into your home, especially if you are inclined towards adopting a black dog or a cat. However, it's important to exercise caution in your relationships with your children. Approach any potential issues or conflicts with wisdom and understanding. Libra natives, please invest wisely in stock market and do not overdo your investments. Moreover, you are advised to avoid any form of intoxication during this transit, because engaging in such behaviors can lead to negative consequences, affecting not only your health but also your relationships and decision making abilities. Focus on nurturing your mind and body and embrace this time as an opportunity for growth and development in various aspects of your life. Scorpio Ascendants. Scorpio is highly affected this time as it is aspected by three major retro planets. I have already mentioned this in the earlier general section of this video. For Scorpio natives, this transit happens in your fourth and fifth house. It's essential for you to pay special attention to the health of your mother and your children and yourself during this period. Show humility and compassion towards your mother as there may be challenges that require your support and understanding. If you are considering purchasing or selling a property or asset, it is advisable to proceed with it after Saturn becomes progressive on November 15th. If that timeline doesn't work for you, ensure that you check all the documents related to the asset properly. It's wise to consult a legal expert to review everything thoroughly before proceeding with any transactions or legal procedures, as there are chances for cheating or misunderstandings in property matters. Additionally, this period offers a very positive time for spirituality, especially since this exchange is occurring in your moksha sthan. Embrace this opportunity to deepen your spiritual practices and seek enlightenment. Be wise while dealing with public or speaking in public, or else your words can be misrepresented. And invest wisely in stock market. Sagittarius ascendants. For Sagittarius natives, this transit happens in your third and fourth house. If you have been struggling with a lack of courage or feeling hesitant about making important decisions, this phase will empower you to take decisive actions. You will finally gain the confidence needed to move forward, particularly in areas where you previously felt stuck. However, it's essential to be mindful when making any major career choices, such as quitting from your current job. Make your decisions wisely. You may also experience increased tension with your younger siblings during this time. So it's important to approach such relationships with patience and understanding. And if you are planning to purchase a property or other assets, take extra care to review all documentation thoroughly to avoid potential legal issues. For those thinking about taking out a loan, be cautious and only borrow an amount which you are sure you can repay comfortably to avoid future financial difficulties. And do not overinvest in stock market. Additionally, those involved in creative fields, particularly fictional writing, all will experience a significant boost in their imaginative and creative powers. Capricorn ascendants. For Capricorn natives, this transit happens in your second and third house. A good time for financial gains and new sources of wealth. But be cautious with new initiations or investments, especially in your business. It's important to thoroughly research any new ventures before taking action. Ideally, wait until after October 20th when Mars moves into Cancer. Additionally, keep a cool head when dealing with your younger siblings and family, as this transit may affect your communication, making your speech more direct or even harsh. Pay attention to how you communicate and choose your words carefully to avoid misunderstandings. Health-wise, take extra care of your eyes and ears, as issues may arise related to these areas. Staying hydrated by drinking plenty of water will also benefit your well-being during this time. Aquarius ascendant. For Aquarius natives, this transit happens in your first and second house. First of all, make your health a top priority during this time. It's essential to adopt a disciplined routine, avoid tamasic foods, and steer clear of any form of intoxication, as they could negatively impact both your health and mental clarity. Instead, focus on eating a sattvic diet, drinking plenty of water, and maintaining a balanced lifestyle. Be mindful of how you communicate, as harsh or impulsive speech can lead to misunderstandings or conflicts with your family. This period may bring about family related challenges, so it's important to handle your interactions with care and patience. Ground yourself emotionally, as ego clashes could lead to unnecessary friction and complications in both personal and professional matters. This transit may also bring about confusion, particularly when it comes to decision making. Especially those who have moon in Aquarius will feel the effects of this transit more on a mental level. Pisces ascendant. For Pisces natives, this transit happens in your first and 12th house. A very positive time for spiritual growth. There can be gains from foreign work. And foreign travel is on cards for many Pisces natives if your chart permits. For those in creative, imaginative, or writing fields, this can be a highly productive time. For Pisces natives, your primary focus should be on taking care of your health, especially your feet. Try to control your ego because when Saturn goes in exchange with Rahu in your first house, it has its own ways to bring ego down. Be mindful of your expenditures as there is a risk of losses or overspending during this transit. Additionally, this period may trigger unhealthy habits like alcoholism or other forms of intoxication. So it's crucial to stay away from such temptations. You might also witness hospitalization of a relative, friend, or acquaintance. A good time for those into creative and imaginative fields or into writing. However, if you have your moon in Pisces, be extra cautious as this period could bring mental confusion and difficulty in making decisions. Avoid making any major decisions during this transit if possible. Instead, focus on spiritual practices for clarity and peace. So that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed our content and found it helpful, then remember to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Your support means a lot to us and helps us bring you more valuable insights. Have a wonderful day ahead and meet you in the next video. Until then, take care and namaste.